Hey Sagittarius, it's Heather here with Earth Empress. I hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be your June and month soul connection spread. We're going to kind of run through what we did last time, guys. We're going to get their energy, your energy, and then in the center, see where they're aligning, where they're connecting, what they're trying to tell us. It's going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter in Sagittarius. And, if you're cross-watching, welcome. You could very well resonate more with the Sagittarian energy versus your side. Vice versa. As always, take it as it resonates. And if it doesn't seem to fit for you, please don't try to force things. There are a ton of amazing readers out there, so feel free to click on one of the links or videos down below. It's going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter in Sag. So we're just going to go ahead and dive in, guys. What can we get for the person that Sagittarius is connecting with? What can we get for the person Sag is connecting with? I can get my cards to shuffle. I have Nine of Swords, the Fool, Five of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Okay. Wow. So right out of the bat, guys, the person that you're connecting with right now, I feel like they're in a period of anxiety, stress, worry, and it's self-imposed. Nine of Swords with the Fool card. So to me, this is someone that's really worried about taking a chance, starting something new beginnings, taking that leap of faith. It's like it's something that they want to do, but they've been stressing about it. They've been overthinking things. Nine of Swords for me is my overthinker card. This is literally taking the leap, unafraid to take the journey. I feel like fear is dictating a lot for them right now. And so because of that, because, they had this stress, this fear, this worry, you get this Five of Pentacles energy. Five of Pentacles, it's that state of lack. It's being left out in the cold. It's not connecting, being shut off, not feeling like any connection's prevalent. You have anyone there. With this Nine of Swords on that Fool, I feel like that's exactly what it is. That's the state that you would be in. When you dictate your life from a basis of fear, a lot of the time you're going to feel left out. You're going to feel like you don't belong or feel like you're alone on this journey, or that people are moving forward and you're stuck and stagnant in the same energy. But if you have a fear of taking chances, of moving forward, of taking risks, a lot of the times that's what you get. With growth comes risk. And on the other side of fear is growth. And right now they're just in a state of really being up in arms and and maybe it's the fact that they can't really see where it's going or see what would happen if they do take the chance. So because of that, they feel a little bit overwhelmed. Actually, they feel a lot overwhelmed. We have the Emperor here underneath the Seven of Pentacles. So I do feel like they're going to come out of this energy. I feel like that it's either a fear of taking chances and they're feeling left out because they have a fear of losing control. Because they have a fear of not being able to control the outcome of a situation. Maybe this is a person that has a tendency to dictate and have their hands in everything, feel like they have control of their life. And, when it comes to love and energies like that and situations like that, a lot of the times you can't control it. You're not supposed to. You're not meant to control it. So it terrifies some people. And another take of it could be that all this energy that's been building up, it's culminating in the fact of them standing up in their divine masculine power, standing up and taking charge of their life, taking action, taking control. Maybe they've been so overwhelmed, so beaten down, so worried, so stressed that it's finally pushed them to the point of saying, okay, look, I'm at rock bottom right now. I have to stand up. I have to rise up. I cannot sit in stagnation any longer. I cannot close myself off anymore. Because that Emperor energy is not one to play around at all, guys. No. A divine masculine in their power, in their divine principled power, is someone that's going to take charge. And they're going to do it in a way that is very natural. It's not self-imposing. It's not aggressive. It is just they naturally take charge. That's who they are. It's just a part of their being, part of their soul. So I feel like this person, it's either they are so used to being in charge that they're scared. They're fearful, or they've been so scared and so beaten down and so low energy and stagnant that there comes a point where you have to step up, rise up, and get out of that energy. All right, so what can we get for Saggies? What can we get for Sagittarius? Okay, yeah. So I feel like you guys have been on a major transformation right now. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I like that card. Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, the Devil card, the Death card, and Nine of Wands. Okay. So, we're just going to start out right off the bat, guys. Nine of Pentacles with Eight of Cups. So, what I'm feeling like with this is that you guys have reached a point in yourself that you have your own personal power built up. You've empowered yourself. You've risen up from the ashes. You've literally, the Death card gives away, you've transformed. I'm sorry, guys. That's my cat. Hold on. What are you doing? Hello. Hi. Stop. Don't do that. Yeah. You've risen up from a point of power because you've made decisions in your life that are based on things that don't serve your soul anymore. You know, Eight of Cups here, that is making a decision. That's finally getting to a point of walking away. Ow! Walking away because the energies don't serve you anymore. They don't serve your soul. You know, if you have to walk away from situations in order to empower yourself to really embrace your journey and your soul and your path and your calling, do it. It's not the easiest thing to do. Sometimes it's easier said than done. But we all get to a point ourselves at some, period in our life where we finally realize, okay, look, this is holding me back. This energy, and it could be moving forward from an energy that you were surrounding yourself in. It could be moving away from a connection. It could be moving away from energies that really pulled you down, kept you low vibration, kept you from reaching your potential. Because if you stay in friendships, relationships, even family, situations that really hold you back, they pull you back, they take from your soul, you're not going to be able to reach that point of, really empowerment within yourself. Especially if you're surrounded by people that are always tearing you down. That's the thing. Like, you want to find a soul tribe. You want to find people that really connect on an energetic level, that really get you and inspire you and support you and push you forward. We have the Devil with the Death card. So I feel like you guys have totally had transformation when it comes to toxicity in your life. Again, I feel like you guys have made decisions, made choices in order to move forward. This might have been a heavy period of transformation for you guys. And it was probably pretty brutal. I'm going to be honest. Because leaving things behind and people behind, it's not simple. It's easy if it's someone, I'm sorry, excuse my language, whatever. If someone's a dick, it's easy to be like, okay, no, you're a dick. I'm done. I'm done with you. No. But if it's people that you've had your entire life that had just needed you, that's the thing. Because a lot of times on this journey, people that are very spiritually inclined, we are fixers. And like I explained the other day in one of my podcasts was, fixers, sometimes it comes and it stems from an innate ability inside of us because we need affirmation. My whole life growing up, that's why I was a fixer, because I wanted to fix people. And I thought it was, because I was a healer and an empath. And I am those things. But you realize that when you become an empath and a healer and you get really in tune with yourself, it's not your job to pour your energy into everyone. It's not your job to give your entire energetic ball, compass, whatever you want to call it, to other people. We are here to inspire people to heal themselves. That's the thing. We're here to support and guide and lead and help and light the way. But them stepping into that power and really embracing it and actually moving forward into growth and change, that's on them. So sometimes it inspires transformation in other people. That could very well be it. Maybe there's a period in your life where you've walked away from things and toxicity and it's inspired transformation. I feel like it's more so inside of you. But there's a point where you realize that you can't fix everyone. There's not a fix. And the more you stand in this power and really pour into your soul and realize that you don't need validation. You don't need affirmation from anyone but yourself. It's not required from anyone. It comes from within. That's a game changer. That's when you start walking away from things that really don't serve your soul. That's when you make decisions based off your highest good. Not at once. Charging out passionately towards something. It could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be a career, it could be opportunities, it could be travel, anything. Guys, it is general. But this is you passionately charging forward towards something that really ignites a fire within you. And I feel like the transformation that you've had because of it, the things that you've released, have really inspired and pushed you forward into this energy. So let's see what we have aligning in the center. What's going on? Where are the energies connecting? Where are they lying? Have the Justice card, 8 of Swords, and the Lovers. Okay. All right, guys. I mean, what I'm really feeling right now is that justice is trying to come in. I mean, obviously, it's between the two of you, it's connecting. But it feels like karma's trying to come in, or past lives, or things like that. It feels like it's something that's faded. It's trying to come in because you both have had the blindfold on in this situation. And then, I mean, you have a lover's connection here, so this is something that's highly spiritual. It may be you guys coming and needing to make decisions and choices too, because the Lovers is the choice. But I'm going to show you guys the card. So Justice on 8 of Swords. For me, it feels like Spirit really is coming in and saying, look, this is a period in your life. This is self-imposed. You don't need to wear the blindfold anymore. Whether that's illuminating truth in the situation, maybe that's both of you coming to realize the connection and the power within this connection. You know, maybe in order for you to reach your point of power, you had to leave things behind. Maybe there was a lot of toxicity within the situation, or maybe there were traits inside that you needed to overcome. And I don't mean that with a negative connotation. It doesn't have to be, like I always say, it doesn't have to be alcohol. It doesn't have to be drugs. It can be jealousy. It can be attachment issues, detachment issues, you know, self-worth issues, self-value. If there's an issue where, again, you needed the affirmation or the validation, reaching that inside yourself is what's going to bring forth this kind of connection. Because there's not going to be balance in a lover's connection that is yin and yang, mirroring of each other, of your souls. There's not going to be balance in there until people are balanced out. And this person has to stand in their divine power. You know, I mean, you really could be dealing with the twin connection because you do have the Death card, the Devil card. You have the Fool here, the Emperor, the Lovers. Because it's all major arcana, and it's connecting with the fact that a lot of change and leaving behind toxic things. And that it happens with soulmates and twin flames. Again, take it as resonates. That on those paths, on those divine journeys, on these divine connections, it requires growth. And sometimes growth requires pain in order to push us to the point of healing. Push us to the point of realizing where we are imbalanced and unaligned in certain aspects. Yeah. Justice card. Sorry, guys. I go into tangents, okay? I have a Taurus Sun, Libra Moon, Cancer Rising, and I have Gemini, Mercury, and Venus. So I like to talk about the things. And then yeah, 8 of Swords with the Lovers. I feel like you guys both have been stressed out, worried over the situation. But it again, it's self-imposed. It's not really seeing something for what it is a lot of the times with this imagery, especially, I mean, because she's blindfolded. And it's like, it's always, if you would just take the blindfold off, you wouldn't have to worry so much. You know, see something for what it is. If this is a divine connection between the two of you, and if this is something that's meant to be, and it is truly divine, and it is something that, you know, you have reason, season, or lifetime, if it's something for a lifetime, they're not going to pass you by. You know, if it's meant to happen in this lifetime, it will. And the only thing that you can really do on this journey with you, that kind of connection, is get in line with you. Work on you. Work on your growth. Focus on yourself. Focus on what you're pouring into, what your soul's calling you to do, what you're being pushed forward into, in order to really align. And I mean, a lot of the times with these connections, because they do mirror, and I do get sometimes, like, spiritually, sounds condescending. It's not meant that way, but we level up. We level up spiritually in order for someone to come with us. We can't drag them. We can't have the ball and chain. We can't drag someone or force them to. They have to want to step up and into their power on their own. But by leveling up and lighting a beacon, you know, we become a lighthouse. And one of my favorite quotes is, we're all a lighthouse in someone else's storm. And that's so true, because there are countless people out there that really, they don't know that anything's missing until they see the light, and they're like, wait. You know, and you'll be surprised how people come to you, what people come into your energetic, you know, field. When you really do, and you start to light up, and you start to light the beacon, and you're like, okay, this is me, this is who I am, this is the journey I'm on, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm pouring into people, I'm following my soul. And people really dig that shit, guys. They really do. And I feel like for this, that might be what it takes. It might take growth and overcoming things in order to really level up spiritually and move forward in your next journey and take those steps. And it inspires change. It inspires someone to take their power back, to step up into their power and work on themselves. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a lover's connection. It is a very divine connection. Okay. All right, Sag. I'm going to let that be. We're going to grab a couple of my oracle cards. This is the Work Your Light deck. I really love this deck just because the imagery for me, it really, I connect with it on another level. It says no, wait, postpone, pause. I love this card. Oh, that's way too many, guys. I love this card because it is really about making decisions of doing what's best for you. And sometimes I don't know if you guys can see that. It comes down to divine timing. You know, don't rush into anything. Also, don't do things, because this card's interpreted so many ways. Don't do things that don't resonate with your soul. Do things from your soul for you. Do things that really speak to your heart, your soul, your spirit, to your guidance, to your journey. And don't let other people dictate that. Unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Okay, so very well. Like I said, the lovers, at the end of the day, it is a choice. So this could be a choice. I'm not saying that you're going to release somebody. I'm not telling you to release somebody. I'm not telling you not to release somebody. What I'm saying is, and this doesn't have to just be about this person. You know, this could be with that Devil card and the Death card and the Eight of Cups. It can be leaving other things behind that have not been serving your soul. But whatever it is, this is making a decision to unbind yourself from anything that does not serve you anymore. And I absolutely love that. Because at the end of the day, you don't have to stay tied to situations, people, things. I mean, I understand there's a very 3D human-based side of things that we have to take into consideration. I get it. But you don't have to. You're not stuck. You're not a tree. And even trees grow roots, yes, but they also grow branches and branch out. Anyways, I've been getting into my earthing, guys. It's a Taurus in me. I love it. And grounded. I mean, that's another thing I've been saying a lot lately, guys. Go get grounded. Put your feet in the dirt. Put your feet in the sand. Feel the earth. You know, we actually, as humans, we have this connection to Mother Nature that is insane. And it's like so many people don't realize that sometimes it takes going and sitting outside and being still and just really reconnecting to recharge your batteries, literally, scientifically. Look it up. Earthing and grounding, the benefits of it are immense, guys. Incredibly immense. Okay. Manifestation. So yeah, I feel like you guys are bringing forth a change. Expansion. Yes, expansion. Exactly. With the Death card, with transformation comes learning, comes expansion, broadening your horizons, moving forward towards something that really ignites and sparks you. You know, moving beyond the mundane, moving beyond the level we have been. Like I said earlier, spiritually leveling up, if I can talk. You know, like I said, I don't mean it in a condescending way. It's just that sometimes we level up spiritually, and when that happens, we have to move forward. We cannot stay stuck and tied in the same patterns. We can't. We have to move forward. You know, they're calling us, they're begging us, they're pushing us to move forward for a reason. Soul mating and manifestation. So, there's definitely a highly spiritual connection here. I feel like for some of you, whether it's you or this other person, this is something that you've been working towards for a while. And my only advice, because the soul mating does mean there is a connection here. It is a very intense spiritual soulmate connection. Twin flame, whatever you want to call it. My only advice with the manifestation part of it is that if you were in the Devil energy, if you were in the Nine of Swords energy, if you were in the Eight of Swords energy, you need to align and work on yourself before you try manifesting. Because I tell people all the time, if you're manifesting from a state of lack, from a state of worry, from a state of depression, from a state of stress, from a state of neediness, that's not the way to go about things. You're going to attract more of that into you, into your soul, into your surroundings, into your environment when you manifest from that state. Because if you are needy, then you are going to try and manifest someone that needs someone to complete them. And you put that together, you're going to bring in people that need fixing. You know, if you are manifesting from a state of depression, okay, I'm not saying you can't pull yourself out of that. That's you pulling yourself out. But when you try to manifest from that, you might call into things that really are obstacles or roadblocks or things that hit you or put you down. And it's like the universe is like, okay, you got to heal this first. Otherwise, we're just, because they're not going to give you something that's, I don't know how to explain it. I did have a conversation with someone, and it was basically, I feel like, and this is just me, this is my take on things. I feel like if you're manifesting, you can manifest great things. You can put intentions out there. You can completely, think about your dreams, put your faith in the universe. I'm not denoting that by any means, but manifesting as in really working and calling things into your life. If you're not spiritually ready for it, I feel like you would fuck it up. And that's just me. And that's just not on you. Because that's me personally. I feel like if I manifested something, if I wasn't spiritually ready to handle it, I'd probably fuck it up. And be real. And a lot of people, I think, do that. They get things or they get opportunities coming their way. And if you're not spiritually ready, if you're not in tune, in alignment, a lot of the times we fuck up a good thing, guys. And, it's just, it's my two takes on it. It's like, okay, if you are really in the hole, if you are having self-worth issues and you manifest, you might very well manifest someone that treats you like shit because they want you to heal your self-worth issues, your value issues. You need to manifest from your highest state of being. Get in your power. Love yourself. Love yourself. Put that self-esteem back into play. And I promise you, the people that you bring in, the connections that you bring in from that state, it's uncomparable. Like, it is beyond what you would have ever imagined. I promise you. Just work on yourself and healing, because at the end of the day, you are your most important investment. The self-love, that is the biggest thing. It affects every other relationship you have with anything or anyone. Sorry. I didn't mean to go off on a tangent, guys. If it does resonate for you, I actually posted a little spiritual video the other day. If you want to check it out, it's I think it's like spiritual sessions or something. But that's what I went into. I went into a lot of the manifestation and the connections and the divine power and the healing and light workers and things like that. So feel free to check it out. That's gonna be it for your mid-month connections. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the month, and I will see you next week for your July overalls. Love and light.